Hello dear friends, today I would like to share some experiences that I came across through the social media during this COVID time which really struck me. First of all, the experience which moved me was one guy who came with his grandmother to the hospital, who was in a very difficult situation, that she was having breathlessness. They came to the car parking and waited for the health personnel to reach the parking lot, but by then her situation got deteriorated and he had to give CPR, even without considering about his health, what's going to happen. Even he knew about the disease spread and the fatality of the disease, he just gave CPR to his grandmother. But the breath of life was overcome by the lifeless face of his grandmother. The crying and hugging face of this grandson really moved almost all of us who saw this picture on the internet. These days we leave our parents and grandparents behind, going behind our own facilities, our own things. So even in this COVID time, let this guy be a model that we can follow to take care of our parents and grandparents and our elder ones. The second incident that really moved me was a Belgium lady who was 90 years old, who was suffering from coronavirus. When she had to use the ventilator, she told the doctors, "Keep this for the younger. I had lived a lot." And this was a real example of a true sacrifice. These days, we need more people like her. The third incident which really moved me was that of a doctor who was 40 years old, who was working as a primary health care physician, and he was taking a nap after his lunch, and he went for a nap and he didn't come back, and his relatives searched for him and with no response. And elderly mother and his only son was there at home, who couldn't take him to the hospital. They looked for help from the neighbors and the nearby people in the town, but nobody came to help him, doubting maybe he will be suffering from COVID. He is a person who is taking care of other people, and imagine nobody coming to take care of him even in his critical situation. These days many people take care of everybody, many people who are not even bothered about others, just taking care of themselves to be away from things and away from the disease spread. It's good to take care of ourselves, but in this situation, when we come across people who are taking care of people like us, we should surely help them out. And the final situation which came out was like this: he didn't die of COVID-19, but instead he died of some cardiac situation, cardiac arrest, which was later on found out in the hospital after some time when people came and took him to the hospital. This guy was a rank holder in school who could have saved many people later on in his life if somebody had come out for his help. So let's take our time, let's take our energy to help the people who are healthcare professionals, like doctors, nurses, paramedical staff, even the cleaners, or anybody who is associated with the healthcare. Just not by appreciating them in the good time, it's not enough. We should help them when they are in need. That's how we can help one another in this COVID situation. In this time, let's take care of ourselves and each other. Let's do our due diligence, take the precautions we need to take care of ourselves and those around us. Right now, more than ever before, we are more dependent on each other than we have ever been. We have an enemy, common enemy, an enemy we all agree we want to beat, and we are surely going to beat it. People are going to move on. Economy is a chaotic situation. We know a clearer sky is going to come, and we are going to overcome together darker, cloudy sky. If we stand together, help one another in this critical situation. Let's enact the situation and impart our duties and responsibilities towards the society by being respectful, being adaptable, with resilience, and with everything out we can do to the society for the betterment of others and for ours, so we can overcome this critical situation. In the days to come, we know how it is very important to take care of the critically ill, elderly and unemployed. We should be giving a hand to them so that they can also stand on their feet. Likewise, let's be a supportive system together, standing and getting rise. Let's remember how small our differences are in front of this sheer threat. So let's stand together, rise. We are equally vulnerable and equally wonderful in the eyes of the Lord. We rise or fall when some critical situation comes. So in this, let's rise together and let the love of God spread through us. God bless us all. Thank you.